So if y'all learn one thing from me, just know that it's all about the moments, baby. And what you're about to see next is the biggest moment in One Piece so far. A moment so great, a moment so legendary that I have to skip ahead just a bit and make it its own video because I could not wait to share this absolute banger of a moment. And it was created by none other than our guy, the man among men, Zoro. But unfortunately, he had to get cooked for that to happen. Just follow along with me and you will also get to witness this greatness. So I'm not really going to go into detail on how we got here because that will be all explained in the next video. All you need to know is that they're on this boat and it's about to get attacked and taken over by this group of pirates because their boat is all beaten to hell. One of the guys from that pirate crew that didn't want to really attack this ship told everybody why their ship is all messed up. So him and his crewmates went to that part of the sea that everybody's always talking about, the Grand Line. You know, that place that is supposedly insanely dangerous? Yeah, they were not kidding about that at all. So these pirates were 5,000 men deep traveling to the Grand Line and they only lasted 7 days there.
Bullshit.
They were completely wiped out by one man. Yes, you heard me right. 5,000 people got wiped out by one man. Yes, I know. I didn't believe that mess either. There ain't no way one man can annihilate 5,000 people on his own. We've seen Luffy take out maybe like 20 on his own, but Luffy's a freak of nature and has some screws loose in his head. But 5,000 is one hell of a reach. So Zoro hears the name of the man this pirate is talking about, Hawkeye, and he looks surprised because apparently this Hawkeye guy is somebody he's been looking for. As you know, Zoro's goal is to be the greatest swordsman in the world, and this Hawkeye guy is dubbed as the greatest swordsman in the world. So Zoro has to defeat him to claim that title. Seems simply cut and dry, right? But the reason Zoro wants to be the greatest dates all the way back to his childhood. When he was a kid, he came across this dojo and challenged the master of the dojo. And the stipulation of that is if he won, he would get the whole dojo. But if he lost, he would start training at the dojo. So the head of the dojo accepted, but instead he made his daughter fight in his place. And then Zoro got straight up outclassed by this girl. I mean, you can see the whites of your boy's eyes. Your boy was done for. So now Zoro is training in this dojo with his sole goal being getting stronger just to defeat her. But no matter how strong he got, even getting to the point where he could defeat all the adults in the dojo and he's still just a kid, he could never defeat her. Your boy racked up a total of 2,000 losses. So on their 2001st fight, Zoro, fed up, decided they should use real swords. And then they had a pretty good match. I mean, they were going blow for blow. And just like in the 2,000 other matches, Zoro got beat. Your girl's just too good. But after the match, the girl expressed to him that she should be happy that he was born as a boy because when women grow up, they will never be able to become the best swordsman because they can't grow muscle like men. But Zoro just pretty much said, that's some BS, so cheer up. Let's make a pact that one of us will become the best swordsman in the world. And then a few days later, the girl died. She fell down some freaking steps, and I'll say with all my heart and all my chest, that is a bullshit way to die. You could have had some bandits raid the thing. You could have had anything, but falling down the steps and dying? Come on now, that's messed up. So now Zoro is the one that has to keep that promise. So now that the flashback is over, can y'all do me a favor and like that video? Maybe comment, this guy is awesome, because Zoro is awesome. The pirates are ready to attack the ship when they start the charge, but suddenly all we see is this sharp shockwave go across their ship. So of course everyone stops because what the heck was that? And then the boat just splits, and look at that thing. It's in 3 parts, crumble into the ocean. Got these pirates free falling right with it. Bro, what in the I can't believe my eyes is happening right now? Is this one of those is it cake or not videos and I'm just having a massive trip? Because there just ain't no way that just happened. I swear those pirates are thinking the same thing. And then casually floating through all the wreckage is a tiny fancy little dinghy boat. This thing even got candles on each side of it with green flames, with the man just sitting there in the middle of it with his legs crossed and hands laid ever so gently on top of his knee. This right here is one proper gentleman. He got the Three Musketeers ancient vampire vibes going on with him, and I kinda like it. But then Zoro looks over at him and gets serious. Turns out this proper gentleman is indeed the man he is looking for. Dracula Hawkeye Mihawk. That ancient vampire vibe was correct. His name's Dracula. Like Dracula, like the most famous vampire it is. Yeah, I kinda see it. Hey yo, one of the pirates called out to him asking why he followed them all the way back here from the Grand Line, and this dude just says, I was killing some time. Bro, what? This dude pretty much said, I don't have anything better to do, so I might as well just hunt you peons. This dude is just hunting this whole crew of pirates because he was bored, like he was going out on a leisurely stroll. That right there is the ultimate insult. So that pirate just wasn't gonna let that slide and drew 2 pistols and shot at Mihawk. And I'm not gonna lie to y'all, this right here is one of the coolest things I've ever seen in my life. Mihawk takes the sword off his back, points it out, and then simply tilts it to deflect the bullets. Nah, that was way too smooth, bro. Like brushing butter on a biscuit. That's crazy. And then Zoro appears right behind the pirates, taking a page out of Batman, and walks up and is like, damn, that was smooth as hell. I'm guessing you're the one who sliced up this ship? Yeah, you're definitely the strongest. You got some spare time, right? Let's fight and see who's actually the strongest. And bro, this is when I knew Zoro was cooked. Mihawk was like, fight? How pitiful, weak one. And then teleport jumps right in front of Zoro. Then he pulls out this tiny little knife from his cross necklace and says, I'm no beast who goes all out while hunting a rabbit, so this will do. And this dude said this with no malice or arrogance in his voice at all. Just cool, calm, and collected. He knew what was about to go down, but that just pissed Zoro off, so he charged at him coming out of the gate with one of his signature moves. Get him. But this dude blocked it with his tiny letter opener. Oh nah, this fight is over. Zoro, my boy, this dude just stuck his arm out and blocked all 3 of your swords with the tip of this thing. Bro, when I tell you my heart just sank and my jaw hit the floor, I had to pause the episode and walk away for a moment because I just couldn't deal. This was just too much for me. Who just does that to Zoro? Like, we just saw him style and profile against Hunchback Cat and Cowbell in the last video. Now this happens? Oh yeah, I knew I was in for some heartbreak. And Zoro just stuck there, absolutely shook as he should be. But this is just the beginning of Mihawk throwing Zoro in the pot and cooking him. Zoro tries to attack him again, but Mihawk is just making him look like a child, flailing his arms around. And then Mihawk knocks him to the ground, making him look like someone that needs to be put to bed. But Zoro gets back up and keeps going. This dude is just blocking and dodging everything. And look at this one block. There was a whole shockwave to it. But look at Mihawk's pose. Your boy's looking like he's just sitting back in his chair while gaming. He said he ain't even got to sit forward for this. Zoro goes for another slash, but Mihawk dodges, raises his hand up like a father ready to give his child a spanking, and back chops Zoro in the back of his neck. Hit him so hard it sent him into the flashback scene. And look at Zoro. He can barely even stand up right now. Got him falling just swinging his sword.
Come on now, dog.
This is going so bad that a couple of guys that was there that knew Zoro tried to hop in and interfere, but Luffy, knowing how much this meant to Zoro, just pulls them back and tells them to be patient. So Zoro gets up and it's like, I can't lose here, and goes for another one of his signature moves. The same one that one-shot HBC and Cowbell. Tiger Trap. But get stabbed right in the chest, and now I really am in utter shock. I got my tail blocking my eyes because I can't even bear to watch. Mihawk asks Zoro, are you just going to let me pierce your heart? Why are you not taking a step back? And again, Zoro, staying true to his man mode Zoro moniker, just says, I don't know. I feel as though if I take even a single step back, then all of the promises and pledges I've made in the past will mean nothing. I won't be able to come back to where I am now. I'd rather die than to let this happen. Ooh, Zoro. And this impressed Mihawk, so he takes the knife out of Zoro's chest and tells him to state his name. And as always, cool as ice, getting it to his pose, Roanora Zoro.
God damn, man, that was cool as ice.
And finally, giving Zoro the respect that he deserves, tells him that he hasn't seen anyone like him in a while, even calls him Strong One, and takes out his real sword so they can have a proper swordsman battle. And now we get a real face-off. Mihawk charges, and Zoro starts spinning his sword, setting up for his finisher. 3 sword style secret technique. 3,000 wins. No, Zoro lost and 2 of his swords got shattered. I knew it was gonna happen, but you hate to see it. And all Zoro does is sheathe his sword, turn around and hold his arms out, looks at Mihawk and smiles. Scars on the back are a swordsman's shame. And then Mihawk smiles at this and then slices Zoro's chest open, taking him out for the 1, 2, 3. Got everybody watching, shook to their core. Even Luffy goes to attack him, but Mihawk tells Luffy to calm down because he didn't kill Zoro. And I'm sitting there happy as hell because my guy isn't dead. Mihawk yells out to Zoro, it's still too early for you to die. My name is Dracula Mihawk. Learn about yourself. Learn about the world. Become strong. I will hold this seat of the strongest and wait for you. Try and surpass me, Roanora Zoro. What a freaking inspiration. And here it comes, everybody. Zoro's vow, the moment we've all been waiting for. Zoro just raises his sword in the air and calls out to Luffy, "Did I worry you? You need no less than the world's greatest swordsman, right? I will not be defeated ever again until the day I defeat him and become a swords master. I'll never be defeated." Got any problems with that, King of the Pirates? Oh my God, cinema.